crazy again, which means we're doing another makeup tutorial. This one specifically is going to be more geared towards hooded eyes. I feel like unironically, a lot of my tutorials are pretty hooded eye friendly. But I wanted to do something specifically for hooded eyes, because gotta love on my hooded eye girlies. My hair's up, and now you can see the line between my foundation and my actual skin tone. Oh, it always looks atrocious. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna start with our eyeshadow and go up around in our usual half circle from end to end up to about where the end of your eyebrow would usually be. I say usually because, as you can see, I am browless. The reason I'm making this specifically for hooded eyes is because you apply your eyeshadow, and then because you have hooded eyes, it disappears as soon as you open your eyes. It's gone. Take my chunky tipped eyeliner, and we're gonna start with how I usually do a wing, which is just point, and fill in. We're gonna start about right here, usually just above where the tail or the arch of your eyebrow would be, depending on the shape. I'm gonna drag down into the corner, and then from here we're gonna go up and then drag to the side into the eyeshadow. You do want to leave a little bit of space because we're gonna come back and fill that in a bit later. We're going to flick that end up a little bit once we've got our basic shape. As I do this, I'm slowly extending the wing. just a little bit, make another wing, blend it down. I'm sorry, I'm doing this as a witty. You can take another wing and blend it down into the top of the eyeshadow and fill it in, and we're going to make that a straight line. This is in no way even, but we're going to ignore that. I say as I proceed to fix it. Okay. Now you're going to go down to where that natural line of the underpart of your eye, usually where you start to wrinkle, and you're going to do another curly cat wing right there on the bottom. You're going to drag that bottom line into your lower lash line and make a point. Point them inward towards the bridge of our nose. I have noticed so many bald spots. You're not going to connect it to this second line. You're going to leave that space open. This looks better than I thought that it was going to, because I've only done this look twice. Alright. Now for the random dots. I love my random dots. You can't escape the random dots in these tutorials. You can't. It's not possible. Before I do that, though, I'm going to go in and fill in the bald spots with some more black eyeshadow just because my eyeliner beds are drying out. So, I am making it. Spots fixed. They're in every tutorial. We're gonna do random dots, like 3 of them along the top, in between the wings, and then down around here. Would be the lashes, but I keep leaving them in the other room, and I have no desire to go get them. I think it looks pretty good. I have never made something specifically for hooded eyes, but because it goes up so high, regardless of your eye shape, I think this will work just fine, because it's not all centered on the lid, it's everything above the lid, and everyone has plenty of above the lid eye space. I didn't, so I removed my eyebrows and it fixed that problem. Like, I'm considering not putting my bangs down because my hair is kind of a mop at the moment. I look like those prank TikTokers. The ones they make in a factory, you know, the ones I'm talking about. We're not putting my bangs down for, actually, if I do. Goodness. Trying. We're gonna do that. So, I think it's cute. I think with like some really thick lashes and some big bottom lashes along the bottom lines right here, I think would be amazing. I'll probably post this, but with lashes, either on Instagram or on Twitter sometime later this week. I think this is probably my favorite eye look I've ever done, just because I love all the sharp lines and I love lots and lots of wings. So, bye. That's why it's time for another makeup tutorial. I am doing something a little bit different than what I normally do. I'm whipping swapping out the Athena palette. The Athena palette, I thought I read that wrong. I don't know what this is. Don't ask me what this is because on the packaging it says painting palette, but when I read the product description it said it's not body paint, which confused me greatly. But oh well, so we're going to use this today and we're going to whip out the dotting tool and brush, which I haven't done before, but I thought it could be fun, so let's get started. Gator clip, I could go on for years about these. I like these a lot because it takes all of my hair at the front and it holds it up all nice. Oh, straight girl. It holds it up all nice and pretty. And the drastic line between my skin and my forehead isn't that bad today. I do all of this in the dark. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna start with the eyeshadow. This is crucial. For anybody who wonders what I use this Chinese brand. It says Bally Net. But you can see my inspo pic. Oh goodness. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna take a little bit and I'm gonna line the outer corners. Grab my edge tool. And we're gonna do just like a really thin like line down the back and then smoke it out a little bit, but we're not gonna fill in the entire eye. We want like a good third to half of our eyelid from the front part completely full, like completely blank if possible, or like as blank as we can get it. I don't know. I need to find something to prop my mirror up. I do this to myself every single time. Found my speaker. Okay. Because I need 2 hands for this, but I can't like 2 hands and then like have my mirror in a magical third hand. I don't have one of those. Not yet, anyway. What do I need by not yet? Okay, this is gonna look really weird. I'm trying to look in my mirror and stay in frame the entire time. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. The eyeshadow in a little bit. Again, I'm using eye method. You can get it on Amazon. I really like it because it's pretty. It's got really good staying power. And it's like $12. So good quality for the price. On an absolutely wonderful note, I got a comment the other day of somebody finally getting a SpongeBob reference that I made in a previous video, and it made my day. I love that. So we're gonna trace this eyeshadow like wing, I guess, and we're going to go about halfway stop. We're not gonna fill the whole thing in. We're gonna fill in the bottom, but at the top we're gonna stop about halfway and draw a line down. I don't know if that makes sense, but just watch what I do before you do it, and I'll see if I can make that make sense. So basically, just do this. We're gonna put this on this eye now. Okay, so that looks pretty good. It doesn't need to be super even. I don't really know who's gonna notice or care. Now we're gonna fill in this bottom space here with a little baby wing that kind of points downward. Little thing that I do is I follow the natural shape of my eye crease and then just go down and flick it out a little bit and bringing it down to my lower lash line. I accidentally turned my camera off. Now I continue. Stop about halfway. You kind of want it to look like a butterfly. That's kind of what I was going for. Now the other side. Now we're going to go back to the stop part and we're going to just draw a little half line over the white part of, or I guess over the bare part of the eyelid. I'm saying that with the assumption you're doing a white base. Not very many do, or at least not many people that I do. That I know do it, my goodness. I'll learn the language one day. underneath where the bottom of my eyebrow would be, you can go about as low or high with it as you want. Bring it back later. Now I'm gonna whip out the palette brush. Right. And with as much attempt tapping skill as possible, I'm gonna extend the line from like the bottom about here all the way up here. We're gonna try. Gonna try and hope this doesn't fail. Okay, it looks really good. Now the other side, which is the scary part. Yeah, sharpen up. Actually, I'm gonna leave it be. We're not going too close to the sun with this. I'm gonna do the rest of my eyeshadow and then my inner corners, but I'm gonna keep this brush out. And then we will end showers. I am very excited about this makeup look. I don't know if you can tell. It might be a little obvious. Just a little bit though. I'm not gonna put any more product on my brush. I'm just gonna blend this down into the corner of my eyelid. Inner corner, top waterline of my eyelid. I'll learn to speak one day. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is my elderly Yorkie snoring like she worked a 12-hour shift. It's very funny. This is like the most flawless application I've ever done. I'm losing my mind. Okay. Okay. Now for the inner corner, we're gonna go down. We're gonna leave a little space, and then we're gonna go up and connect to the bottom. We're gonna leave a bit of just like an inner like open triangle. We're not gonna fill it in. I keep wanting to say a white triangle. That would be the assumption you're doing this with a stark white base. No one does this with a stark white base. At least not anyone I know. I've said that like 3 times. Goodness gracious. If you're wondering what I'm using for this, it's a nail, like a nail art brush. Just to get this. This is the secret to perfect eyeliner application. I didn't know this until I started this video. I was going in with no plan, kind of just hopes and dreams. I was going in with a theory, and this theory was perfect. It was perfect. I mean, look at that perfection, or as close to perfection as I can get. Someday we'll replicate the Popeyes biscuit recipe. Damn it, no, I want biscuits. Eyeliner. We're doing eyeliner. Okay. It's not even, but it doesn't matter. You did not see me knock my microphone over. So good that I fucked it up. I don't know. I'll fix it. spend on. Need napkins with me. Should I stab myself with this? Okay. So I'm gonna use this little ballpoint net. We're gonna make flowers. Because I want flowers. I'm gonna test this on my hand to see if it works. I'll screw up the makeup look. Okay, test complete. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Time for the attempt. I just want some little flowers in the corner, so that's what I'm gonna try. Okay, that's cute. I like it. Just little flower. Now for this side. That's cute. I like that. Okay. I don't have anywhere to wipe this off of. It's gonna get everywhere. I didn't this through. Okay, this looks so good. I'm gonna take the bags down. Okay, that looks so good. I like it with the bangs down. I am very proud of this. And I hope that tutorial was atrocious. I swear there are instructions somewhere in there.